Hello everybody, Graz here once again. So yesterday I put the video out there talking about doing an AMA, and certainly you all followed through and you threw your questions in the comments section. So today I'm going to try to address those, and while it's not a whole lot, we haven't gotten a whole lot of hits on this, it's something certainly worth addressing. And we've got some interesting questions down here below. First off, I would like to say that there's a chance there may not be a video tomorrow. If so, I apologize, but I've got a family issue to take care of, a family funeral, basically. So I'm going to try to get something up Saturday. At least if I get time Friday, I can put my effort toward doing that for Saturday. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be doing another Terraria video as well as focusing on other games. So yeah, we're going to be doing that, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Anyway, let's get into the questions. First question, Johnny Beetle. Do you prefer wombats or possums? Probably possums because I've seen them and been around them before. Not exactly the most friendliest of critters, but I'd probably say possums. I know at least what I'm dealing with on that. Next we have Hayden Jones. Can you play Geometry Dash? Can't say I've actually heard of it, though it sounds kind of interesting. We also have a couple of those. Cool. What do we have? Legendary Phoenix, Spear Flail Boomerang. That'd be kind of interesting. And Ender Slayer AMA, no clue. Okay, so you've seen what that means. Oh, AMA is Ask Me Anything, basically. Top 5 summoning weapons since 1.3, as they added more by Basilisk. Oh, there we go. Anyway, yeah, it sounds like an interesting video. It could be done. Most certainly. And yeah, since 1.3, there have been more items for summoners added. Christoph says, how about more Minecraft? That may not be a bad idea, but I have to be very blunt and honest when it comes to Minecraft. I really enjoy the vanilla. I mean, there used to be like Technic Minecraft and all I did kind of enjoy, but basic vanilla Minecraft is like pretty much my cup of tea. I pretty much get the most out of it. Though, I don't even know if they even have Technic Minecraft anymore. Do they? Maybe some kind of variety of it, who knows? Anyway, Mathiel the Reaper says, what program to use for recording? OBS software. It's free, it's easy to use, and it gets the job done. So I don't know what the website is, but if you Google OBS software or Open Broadcast software, that does the trick for streaming, recording, and everything else. Do you dislike student debts? Yes, I do dislike student debts because, one, it prevents people from, like me, from going to, like, higher education places and going further in a career. It's a pain in the butt. I feel like it should be at least more open or more affordable, which, don't be deceived, it's not affordable right now. It should be more affordable, and more people should be able to have access to it. But right now, if you want to have access, you pretty much have to sell your soul and back in order to get to it, so it's kind of a bummer, to say the least. King Web or King Weeb? Either way, I look at it and see King Weeb. Well, thank you. It says you're awesome. Thank you very much. You deserve more than you have. Well, I probably would have more than what we got right now if I would actually stay consistent for those several months I've been missing. Videos are well edited. Well, thank you very much. I feel like I could do a better job editing and everything, but we shall certainly see. An oddly nice sounding voice. Yes, I do get that occasions. I do get that occasionally where people say they've enjoyed my voice. There's usually the one or two who come up and say they can't stand it, which is understandable, but either way, it is what it is. Question is, when 1.3 comes out for console, will you play with viewers? If you are, you're not interested in consoles. Well, you're not interested in consoles. Sorry about that. The console edition sounds interesting. I did have Terraria for Xbox 360, I believe. And I think I tried to make a video with viewers before, but it didn't turn out because there was some audio issue. Like, the viewers couldn't hear me through the headset, but they heard me through the video, and it was, like, really weird. It was a live stream, as a matter of fact, come to think of it, and it was something that I never got worked out. I may do something similar in the future if I can get the quirks removed out of it, like if I can actually get the audio sync up and everything properly, but yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's something pretty cool that may be worth doing down the line. Though I don't have my Xbox 360 up and running now, I do have a PlayStation 4, so that's something definitely to keep in mind for all those out there with consoles. I currently use PS4. Favorite color and mods on Terraria. My favorite color is actually kind of black. I think black is good because it goes great with pretty much everything. It like really doesn't clash with anything. It just goes with the flow. It doesn't care. It is what it is. Black, I think, is a really awesome color. Man, you could tell I'm getting tired. Anyway, mods on Terraria. I really haven't done much outside of the Thorium mod, so I should probably do something with that. I should probably look into more mods to see what else is out there. Speaking of which, Bacon Laser says if there was a mod for Terraria that would make any damage one-shot kill, would you try to beat the game with that mod on? Actually, I probably would, just for the sake of it. It sounds kind of fun, and I think that should be called like the One Punch mod or One Punch Man mod or something like that. I think One Punch mod sounds good. What do you think? That would be kind of fun. It'd be kind of over OP, but still be very, very awesome. And thank you, by the way, for that, Bacon. Sorry for your loss. Yeah, I just recently came back from the gathering, and tomorrow there's a little bit more I'll take care of, and we'll finish up tomorrow. But thank you very much, Bacon, for your condolences. Thank you again, Silver Cells, for condolences. And Tectonic says, how do you go about recording videos? Using OBS. OBS software does a lot of different things. It makes it easier. I mean, there's probably more things I could do down the line, but right now, OBS it does all the stuff. It has all the solutions. Almost, but it does have a good point. Let's see. Arrow Slayer says, what do you feel is the key to manage to keep a regular upload schedule for content creators out there? Well, right now, the biggest thing with YouTube's algorithm is how often you upload. So if you upload daily, then it's going to be more friendly to you. But the thing is trying to come up with that schedule. It's much easier than it sounds, especially if you're doing a new YouTube channel or you're starting something, plan it out ahead of time. Like if you're going to do like 3 videos a week, plan for that. If you're going to do daily, I would definitely suggest recording some videos in advance and planning for that and try to stay on top of it. Just because it can be very tedious at times, and it can be, once you fall behind, it becomes very hard to come back. And believe me, I know I'm talking from experience. When trying to come back it's a challenge. So basically, plan out your content, try to go in steps, and then eventually work your way up into what you want. Again, daily would be really awesome, but it's not as easy as it sounds. And a lot of YouTube creators actually get burned out by doing daily videos. And we're actually seeing some very big YouTube channels right now kind of slow down, or some of them are like taking breaks or whatever. Mine wasn't really so much of a break, more than like, hey, life's calling and your house is falling apart, or like your bathroom is falling apart, or your new job is like keeping you over for like 10 hours. But yeah, it becomes very challenging. You have to get yourself set in a schedule and keep your expectations low. Don't try to push yourself into something that you really can't maintain, because after a while, it does make things much, much more difficult, and you're not going to be a happy creator for it. So you have to keep your expectations maybe not low, but just keep them tempered and just try to work with what you can. And don't be afraid to change things up if it becomes a bit too much. Thank you so much for the condolences. And what other consoles do you have? Currently, right now, I have a bunch of retro consoles, but let's see. Going from newest to oldest is PS4, Xbox 360. I do have a PS2, a PS. Oh my goodness. Let's see. And Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo 64. I've got, oh my goodness, when it comes to handhelds. I forgot about the handhelds. I got the 3DS. I do have an advanced Game Boy somewhere. I do have a regular Nintendo. Now I'm going out of order. I have a regular Nintendo, a Super Nintendo, a Sega Genesis, and a Sega Game Gear somewhere that no longer works. I have the original Atari 2600. That's how old that is. And I actually remember playing that being a kid, so that tells you how old I am, 34, to say the least. So yeah, I do have a ton of consoles. They're all scattered around this house, by the way. I don't know exactly where they're all at. I just know they're here in separate rooms. Let's see what else. How do you start YouTube? Was it easy or not? Because when you play mainly Terraria, people only leave comments. And yeah, it is very challenging when you start YouTube, Black Gamer, because what happens is you're trying to find your niche in YouTube. Even though you may like doing something, you're still trying to find that niche. And then when you do find that niche, you try to get your viewers to like go along with everything you do, or at least you try to get them to come along with it, but it doesn't always work. Like, it's a bit challenging in itself. Ultimately, you're going to have several types of viewers. You're going to have several different groups. One group is going to be the group that basically likes the content you're doing, like Terraria. I have a lot of people who enjoy the Terraria videos, and that's awesome. I'm grateful for them. The next group is going to be the people who not only enjoy the content you do, but they enjoy your personality and how you commentate. And those are going to be the ones that tend to be a little bit more flexible. They're going to tend to follow you into other stuff. Like if you do a different game or you do like reviews or something, they're going to be the ones that tend to go along with you, and they become a little bit more valuable because they're the ones that help build your channel. Then, of course, you have the ones that are strictly there for you, which is always really good, but they're not always large in numbers. The group that's there for the YouTuber or the commentator, again, they are the most important because they come along with you for the ride, and those are your most valuable viewers you'll have in your base because, again, they'll support you, they help the channel grow, and they're just the most awesome. It is what it is. When is 1.3 for mobile? That is a very good question. I could have sworn myself personally, I would have sworn that would have been out by now, but it sounds like because they're doing some things with the console version, they're trying to make some tweaks and such to make it work. It sounds like it's going to take a little bit longer than it probably should, but again, if they're doing it right, that's all that matters. Then, of course, first comments, second comments, all that stuff. Probably have to do something about those at some point. Do a plain playthrough, which, you know, we've done those before, maybe again in the future. Right now, it looks like a lot of you want to see a modded playthrough, which is really cool. Favorite weapon in Terraria? It depends, really. But I think the SDMG is pretty cool. I'm in liking the SDMG. At least I liked it when I had it. Now I have to reacquire it again. And, of course, more firsts, which, again, we're probably going to end up doing something with those. I actually had a ban in place for those for a bit, but we may put that back. Anyway, it is actually on the 12-minute mark, according to my software. So with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys again for lobbing those questions out there. We'll have another AMA or Ask Me Anything again in the future. Just keep your eyes open for that. Thank you all for your wonderful support. I'm going to try to work on a video and get that out tomorrow. Again, there's no guarantee. Maybe. If it doesn't, it'll be out Saturday. Hopefully, there's a 75% chance Saturday. But I'm focusing on getting those videos out as soon as possible. Again, thank you again so much. I can't really say that enough because you guys have been very supportive and very awesome. Anyway, have yourselves a wonderful day, and I will see you again next time.